Hello everybody. A lot of people have been asking me how do I cook my artichokes. So I'm going to actually give you video instruction on how to do it. Couple things. First thing you need is a bottle of cheap bubbling sparkling wine. Helps. I also usually have Christmas swing on, but I had to turn that off. And the other thing is you normally have to have your shirt off, and I definitely suggest keeping your shirt off. So the first thing is, keep your pants on around knives. The first thing is that you have to pick your artichokes. And when you go to the store, this is about the end of the season now. The season's about October to May, and then after that they plant fava beans in the same spot. And these grow up in the northern coast of California, right on the ocean. So when I'm picking them, I want to have artichokes that are typically tight with no brown on it. Because these are the end of the season, there's going to be a little bit of brown, and they also start to open. So to pick the artichokes, usually I go through the whole set of them and I feel them, and I try to see which ones are solid, which ones are heavy. If they're light, they're usually no good, or they're not just big enough. The other thing is look at the stems. The stems should be nice and plump. Sometimes we'll eat the stems. For this exercise, we're not going to use the stems because they're pretty brown. So the first thing you have to do with the artichokes is you have to take them and hold the artichoke in your right hand, in your left hand, and your knife in the right hand, unless you're left-handed, which, sorry about that. Then you take the artichoke and you cut off the top, about a quarter of it, okay? Now after that, you have to cut off these little prickly things. And the way you do it is just by rotating it around with a serrated knife. Oh, you also have to make your own serrated knife with a nice purple heart handle. You can do that in a different step. So the reason that you have to get these little sharp things off is because they will hurt you while you're eating. So you just keep rotating it, just keep slicing until they're all off. As the prophet George Carlin said, you can prick your finger, but don't finger your... Okay. So now we have an artichoke that's ready to be parboiled. I'm also going to cut off this. And then what we'll do, put a little water in the bottom and stick them like that. I'll do the other ones real quick too. Some pieces that are falling on the floor, if they go on your feet, they make an itch. So, yeah, that's pretty good. That's the second one. Put that there. Third one. Get that stuff out of the way. Finish that.
You can edit this stuff out.
I know. I got a champagne mustache now. You should leave it raw and unedited and uncut. Okay, same with that one. And one more. This one's a lot tighter. You can see how the leaves are. Grab that one. And there. Okay, and this mess I usually clean up while I'm doing it, but I didn't feel like it for the video. Now the trick is you kind of got to get the artichokes to be above the water because you really want to just steam them. So I just kind of wedge them against each other like this. And then what I do is I get saran wrap and I take 2 sheets because it won't tent with one, and if you want to have it a little bit so some of the steam escapes. Okay, let's move this. Then what you do is you stick it in a very little microwave on high for, I'd say, 13 minutes, and that par steams them. So I'm going to do that, start that. Okay, while we're par steaming the artichokes, I'm going to show you guys how to roast the garlic. This is pretty straightforward. What I do is I take the garlic, well that was only 14 seconds, it should have been actually 13 minutes. There we go, start that again. I always take the garlic and I run it under cold water to help get the skin off it. The other reason that I do that is because having a little moisture helps the garlic steam, helps the garlic cook when I cook it. So I'm going to show you. So I get it about like this. don't have to get all of it off, but just, you know, some of it. And the rest you can just leave like that. Okay. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to take it, I'm going to stick it on tin foil. I'm going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on it. And what I also do is I put some salt and pepper on it. And that might seem a little strange because you're thinking, well, why? It's on the outside. But the reason that I do that is because often when I'm peeling the artichoke, often when I'm peeling the garlic, I like to chew up the garlic rinds that are left just for fun. So then I take that garlic, wrap it all up, stick it in my toaster oven for 30 minutes at 350, and when that's done, we'll make the garlic mayo. Right? The artichokes are cleaned. I lubricated them up with some olive oil. I put some sea salt, some fresh ground pepper, and some granulated garlic. The one that I like to use is Bella because it's good. I like it. And this one's called Caparelli from Florence, or Carparelli olive oil. This is my favorite one so far. We got that. And also I'm starting the garlic mayo, and the mayo that I use for that is Duke's. First I turn on the broiler, and then I stick these in. And I'm just going to try to brown the top, just a little bit, just give a little bit of browniness.
How hot?
Broil with the door open for about 10 minutes. It shouldn't take any longer than that. And while that's happening, then I go ahead and I've already put some mayo in there, which is spilling, and olive oil, and I peeled the garlic and I mix it up in there. And when you're peeling the garlic, it should look like this when it comes out. If you've done it right, it should be kind of firm. If it's brown or kind of burnt, it sometimes gives you a strange flavor. Here's a whole garlic, what is it called? Head? Bulb? Skull? Or I guess these are called cloves, I'm assuming. And then this is how you peel them. Just go like that. Sometimes they'll come out whole, or they'll come out with a little like that. And you just go through. And the plan is to have garlic up the yang. And you might ask, why did I put garlic powder on the artichokes? And the reason that I do that is because it seems to help it brown for some reason. Maybe because I'm just simply burning the garlic. So here, oops, sometimes it comes out like this, like Play-Doh. You squeeze it. As I mentioned, these are really good to chew on. I'm not going to do it now on video. I'll wait till I take my shirt off. And then I gotta finish doing that. Anyway, once I'm done with that, I'll just mix it all up, and I'll be back when the artichokes are done. So the artichokes are done, and the garlic mayo is done. And let me show you the artichokes. They look really good. I don't know if it's better to zoom out and get closer physically, but you can see they have a nice brown edges, kind of toasty. The garlic mayo, I added a little bit of scallions also to make it look pretty. The sparkling wine it's not quite done yet. It's going to take me a little while to finish that one. But other than that, I have a nice artichoke lunch. Later.